I got all 52 achievements in LEGO Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. This consisted of attaining all collectibles, doing all the side missions, and completing traversal AR challenges. Why did I do this? Because I needed a little teeny tiny small digital blue ribbon on my Steam account to show everyone that I'm better than them. That's the only reason. I enjoyed a little bit. I can't even lie. I do like the achievement hunt. Anyways, you start off the story as young Bruce, and you're really enjoying a day out with your family, which doesn't set you up at all for the inevitable future of Bruce Wayne's backstory. This is a really wholesome moment, and we all know they're about to get shot. Why would the game set you up for that? To have a nice moment with your parents, finding your costume, only for them to get shot in an alleyway. But you basically just pick up all parts of his gray ghost costume, going throughout the garden, digging in a chest, talk about how much you love your parents, you enjoy the day. And this is where the first achievement pops. Beware of the gray ghost for getting Bruce's gray ghost costume. Complete Bruce's gray ghost costume. Bruce then falls into a pit and develops his fear of bats. Oh shit! Bruce and his parents are having a nice evening. Oh, let's just go down Crime Alley.
Let's avoid these crowds and cut down Crime Alley.
Dad, what are we doing here? They go down Crime Alley and, you know, what a fucking idiot. Now many years have passed and Bruce finds himself climbing a mountain to get this blue flower. Once you find the flower, you then begin the tutorial of the game, which is basically your training and your initiation into the League of Shadows. As you go through the tutorial, you go through the combat, stealth, and gadgets and how they work in the game. It's really simple. It doesn't take too long, maybe about an hour of the playthrough. But once you get done with that, you find out that Ra's al Ghul plans to fucking nuke Gotham. And you want to prove it to Talia so that you can stop it. You sneak through the fortress, you take out some guards, you do your thing, and then you show Talia your evidence. You get caught. This is also, however, the first mission that you can actually get collectibles, which is a little bit different in this game because you can actually get collectibles on your first playthrough. You don't have to go back and free play like other LEGO games in order to get the mini kits and like all the collectibles. You can do it with the characters first go around. I didn't know this the first time in some of on the initial missions, so I did have to go back. Yeah, I don't think I can do this in story mode. Idiot. But towards the end of the story, I had to get a little bit better at it. Going back through overall wasn't that bad. Once you find out what Ra's is doing, and once you get caught by Ra's, you got to take his bitch ass out. So you fight him, you blow up the entire base, you fight him again, and then Club Bluey, base is fucking destroyed. You just destroyed that fortress. It's gone. You escape. The prologue is complete. Talia, aka Fine Shit number 1, is dead, so you think, and you unlock the achievement A Legend Mr. Wayne for completing the prologue. Complete the prologue. Dude, that was a sick ass fucking prologue. I can't even lie. I really enjoyed that. Uh-oh. Timothy's in trouble. Wonder who can help him out. We're Batman now. Yes! 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 You're a young Batman. You're helping out Jim Gordon. You're taking on corruption within the Gotham Police Department. At the end of the mission, you get to torture a guy as Batman. I'm not saying torture is okay, because torture is never okay. But I did have fun shaking this guy down. I like that we get to torture people in a LEGO game. Is that a little concerning? Possibly. Am I concerned?
What did he say?
Guy ends up falling into the water, eating a wet donut. I would never do that. I don't know why he did that. And then you unlock an achievement, a friend, for unlocking Jim Gordon. Unlock Jim Gordon. You then track down the Penguin. This is actually one of my favorite parts of the game because it starts to show the references towards Batman movies and shows. And this is the first reference that I actually picked up on from the Batman when he flips the Penguin's car and then walks in the fire and is like all like aura and shit because, you know, he's Batman. And it was dope as fuck and I really liked it. You track down the Penguin and you find out that things are being run by Carmine Falcone at the Iceberg Lounge. So you infiltrate it, obviously, because you're Batman, and you try to figure out what the fuck is up. During this mission, I got a achievement for 100 successful counters. Perform 100 successful counters. Bang, let's go. Which is pretty easy in this game, given that during the combat, it indicates to you when to press the counter button. In this case, I was on a PS4 controller on PC, so I pressed triangle, but it indicates with a red button exactly what you need to do. So it really isn't that hard to get. Granted, it's also a Lego game, so is it really ever that difficult? I'm playing on the hardest difficulty here, and I didn't die once. You have a select number of lives, which is the first time it's ever happened in a Lego game that I can think of where you actually have a limited number of lives. I don't know what happens if you die. I kind of was curious. Would it reset the level? Would it reset your progress? Where would it put you? I never got to find out. Am I complaining about that? No, because I would have been upset. Because I would have died in a Lego game. So you work your way down into Carmine Falcone's funhouse, which is a little odd given that he leads a criminal organization and has a ball pit in his basement under a nightclub. Now you can combine the pieces however you want. To me, that's a little concerning, given that he's a grown-ass man. After drilling through the floor and getting sturdy on the dance floor with Batman and Jim Gordon, by the way, Jim Gordon has fucking moves. What? Hey! Oh, shit! Gordon, I didn't know you had that dog in you. After this, you end up chasing Carmine Falcone down because a Red Hood comes and meets him in the basement. And then they got this whole back and forth thing going on. And then they start attacking each other. And then Carmine's like, oh shit, I'm fucked. So then he runs. And then you chase after him because you're like, well, I want a piece of that pie. So then you go get your piece of that pie. This ends up leading to his arrest. So you take him out. You do what you need to do. This also introduces the character Red Hood. You also find a bunch of teddy bears, which again, weird for a criminal organization to have a shit ton of teddy bears in a ball pit in the basement. You then learn how the analyzation thing goes down in this game, which is basically you just match the pieces to the chemical, and you're introduced to Lucius. Who is that motherfucker? I mean, he's Morgan Freeman in a Lego game. You know, after analyzing them with Lucius, you find out they're being distributed out of Ace Chemicals. So, in true Batman fashion, what do? You go there. You're then introduced to brutes for the first time, which are basically just big fuckers, and they have a lot of health, but they're really not that hard to take out. All you have to do is dodge when they charge, make them dizzy, and then pop, 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 pop. That, or just spam batarangs also works, or the focus takedown also works. It's really not that hard. Pick your poison. It ain't that bad. While I was taking out the Red Hood gang, I did get another combat achievement. I am the Shadows for performing 100 stealth takedowns. Perform 100 stealth takedowns. Let's go. Huge. Both the 100 stealth takedowns and the 100 counters are going to happen naturally throughout your playthrough, so I wouldn't really stress about these at all.
Nice.
Once you make it to the end, you end up doing what you did in the prologue and blowing it up. You face down with Red Hood. You take him out because we're Batman. Come on. And as you try to prevent him from falling into a vat of acid, he laughs in your face and then proceeds to fall in that vat of acid. Again, I wonder who this could be. There's totally not playing cards everywhere. There's totally not red and blue. He totally doesn't laugh the same or have the same smile. I wonder who it could be. You disappear into the night, and that's the end of chapter 1, which you get an achievement for.
Complete chapter 1. One bad day. Let's go.
Chapter 2. You've now unlocked the Batcave. With the Batcave comes an influx of achievements. So let me run down real quick what I got when I got the Batcave. 1. Place 5 trophies in the Batcave.
It is. Place 5 props or trophies in the Batcave. Hell yeah.
2. Cash in a challenge at the Batcave.
Cash in challenge in the Batcave.
3. Collecting 30,000 studs within a single combo, which I got congruently with the claiming challenges because I just claimed all my challenges and I got a shit ton of studs and it maintained the combo. That's how I did it. If you did it another way, good on you. Purchase 3 vehicles from the Batcave.
Sure. Purchase 3 vehicles from the Batcave.
Purchase 5 items from the shop.
You either buy a hero, purchase 5 items from shops. Another one?
Which made me realize that I cannot escape my shopping addiction even in a Lego game. I am addicted to spending money. If there's costumes, I will be buying.
Another one? Another one?
There's also red bricks in the costume purchases, so as you're buying through the costumes, you'll notice that there are a few red bricks in there. The red bricks in this game are a little different. They don't actually do like stud multipliers or anything. They basically just are cosmetic. They sometimes have effects like when you do a focus takedown, when you glide, stuff like that, but they really aren't anything crazy. You're then introduced to find shit number 2, aka Catwoman.
Elsa.
But what the hell?
You end up in Shrek's department store, and the entire mission basically just goes through you escaping. You defeat a bunch of mimes, and then you go full Eddie Munson on their bitch asses. Afterwards, just like Jim Gordon, you unlock another achievement for unlocking Catwoman. She's now a playable character.
Shrek's department store. Unlock Catwoman.
In Chapter 2, I also got a few miscellaneous trophies done. These included purchasing a skill upgrade from each category,
Let's get our studs up. Purchase a skill upgrade from each category. Hey.
placing a pin on the map,
Place a pin on the map. Knew it.
and equipping a red brick.
What? Equip a red brick. What do these do?
Pretty simple shit. You then ended up in Arctic World chasing down Oswald Cobblepot, aka the Penguin, after fighting some goons and then mourning over a duck boat, which you were a little more impacted by than the death of your parents. Anyways, you end up fighting the Penguin at the end of the mission. The boss fight wasn't that difficult in itself, but he did conjure up a fucking duck tank in the middle of it.
So he has a duck tank.
Now you're really starting to ruffle my feathers.
Nice.
And just started spitting fire at you. That was awesome and fun, and I love that. You take him out, you ask him about the Joker, he gives you the location of where you need to go next, which is Flugelheim. This mission starts out with the Joker getting absolutely jiggy. Like, this man actually knows how to party. I mean, Batman could take some notes because he's all serious and shit. Listen, I would rather be Batman.
Well, no fucking shit.
Okay? But if these two were at a party doing what they do, and Joker was over here getting jiggy, you know, spray painting shit, and Batman was just aura farming, I know where I'm gonna go and have more fun. I'm sorry. I'm going over there.
What?
Basically, Joker goes through, defames the whole place, and then after you solve a couple puzzles, you steal everything from the cases of Catwoman because I'm a stud hungry. You find out that the Joker plans to drug the entire city through a parade through the balloons that are going to be at the parade. So you gotta go stop him. You end up at the parade, and your mission is to release these balloons before they impact Gotham and blow up and put everyone to sleep, and then the Joker has full control. Don't want that. So you take out his goons, you save the city. After you release the balloons, you go toe-to-toe with the Joker, kind of. It's more of a cinematic fight than it is an actual fight. I actually don't think you go one-on-one with the Joker at all in this game. Totally fine. The boss fights were done really well, so I have really no complaints. And the cinematic fight with the Joker was pretty fun. He launches bazookas at you during this fight, and you just spit them back like it's nothing. Then, as he's escaping, you throw him off a fucking ledge. You just lasso his ankle and toss his ass. He somehow survives, but not without changing his entire facial structure to go from Jack Nicholson's Joker to Heath Ledger's Joker, which is cool as fuck. You do the mission, go back to the bat signal, and that is the end of Chapter 2. So I guess Catwoman and Batman are fucking now. Huh? At the start of the chapter, I got an achievement for purchasing 3 gadget upgrades.
Extra damage, huh? Purchase 3 gadget upgrades. Let's go.
The next mission has you going to the circus. I wonder who could be at the circus. I'll tell you. Dick Grayson, who later becomes Robin and then later becomes Nightwing. And to be honest with you, I think Robin is an absolute goober. I mean, what are some of these fucking voice lines? He calls himself a little bird.
3 targets, little bird.
Yes, he's a little kid fighting crime, vigilante, cool, but he's a dweeb. Then he grows up and becomes Nightwing, and I fuck with Nightwing heavy. Nightwing's cool as fuck, except when he shows up later with a fucking V-neck. I mean, what are we doing? Robin's a goob. I'm sorry. Two-Face shows up, everything goes to shit, and you have to fight your way through goons and stop the bomb before blowing up the circus. During this, I did get an achievement for reaching a 99 hit combo.
Strength combo 99 because I'm a G.
Which I struggled with a little bit. I got close a couple of times, but this time I did get it. You probably will get it naturally throughout your playthrough. I mean, I got a combo of over 100 a couple times. When you upgrade the Batarang, it becomes really strong. So honestly, if you just spam Batarangs, you're bound to get a 100 combo at some point. It's really not that bad. You defuse the bomb, Two-Face falls, Robin gets fired, you adopt him, and then you get an achievement for unlocking Robin.
I thought he straight up just killed them. Unlock Robin, let's go. I thought he just murdered his parents.
After adopting Robin and taking him out of orphanhood, you take him out on his first patrol, and while traversing around the map, I got an achievement for visiting every district.
Visit every district.
By the way, Gotham in this game is sick. It's pretty easy to get around. There's wind tunnels everywhere. The gliding is iffy. It's more so the grappling that's iffy. At what you think is the end of patrol and Robin's bedtime, you end up at the top of a power plant where you go face to face with a brainwashed kite man. You have to take out a super enlarged Venus flytrap, and when you discover that he was brainwashed by none other than Poison Ivy, who had actually appeared at the beginning of the chapter asking Bruce to donate to her global warming cause or whatever, okay Greta, in which you politely declined, aka you kind of spit it back in her face and walked away. You find yourself at the rundown botanical gardens where you run into plant monsters. I wonder what this could lead to. And more giant Venus flytraps. These are also a side activity to do throughout Gotham. I think you get a suit for it and maybe some gold bricks. They were easy. There's like 10 of them. So you have to fight your way through and try and stop Poison Ivy before she takes things too far. Well, to no one's surprise, she took things too far. Oh no! And now you have to take her punk ass down. After she gets her powers, you have to fight her. You show up, she's powerless. She drinks whatever she conjured up, and then boom, she got powers now. She can talk to plants. She can do whatever she wants with plants. After the first phase, she whips out a fucking 3-headed Hydra dragon, which is crazy for a bitch that just got her powers 5 minutes ago. Anyway, you take her out, then she's arrested, and I got an achievement for completing 20 challenges.
Complete 20 challenges. Hey.
Went back to the bat signal, and that was the end of chapter 3. Also, another achievement popped.
Complete chapter 3.
Chapter 4 kicks off with a nice little montage of Batman and Robin fighting crime. I actually really enjoyed this because it was really reminiscent of the original Lego Batman game with the original goon design. I feel weird saying goon so many times, but that's what they're called. They're called goons. You then see Dick Grayson working on his new suit after the montage and he's all grown up. I wonder what it could look like. I wonder what color it's going to be. Newsflash, it's going to be blue. You're getting ready for a costume party to celebrate some sort of donation from the Wayne Foundation, but like all nice events with rich people in Gotham, it blows the fuck up. This time the culprit is Firefly, which is also in the original Batman game. I like the homage to the original villains. Another one that I liked was Killer Moth. Actually, was Firefly in the earlier? I can't remember. I was a kid and now I'm an adult and I'm still playing Lego Batman. You know? You're also introduced to Batgirl for the first time. She has 2 abilities. One is to hack things, which is actually a very useful little feature in the game. The other is this annoying ass drone that she summons. I would summon the drone on accident a few times and it would piss me off. You then chase Firefly throughout the museum and you defeat him with a giant rocket ship and universe thingy. I forget what it's called. Science clearly isn't my thing. You beat the mission and you unlock an achievement for unlocking Batgirl.
Let's go. Unlock Batgirl.
Afterwards, I went ham again with my studs in the Batcave and I bought all the expansions.
Purchase all Batcave expansions.
Let's go. Some of which were just blank canvases, so clearly this was a good value investment for me. You're then at the observatory after tracking down a new substance. You find out Mr. Freeze is trying to freeze over Gotham. What happened to villains like building up to a big thing? Like they always go for the motherfucking, like the jugular, like the kill shot, go big or go home. I also liked how the Mr. Freeze, at least I think, I've never actually seen the movie, but I'm pretty sure it was Arnold Schwarzenegger's Mr. Freeze, so I like that. Batman gets frozen during this whole thing, which I find kind of unbelievable. I don't think that he would need to be saved by some little ass kids. Also, Nightwing shows up in a fruity ass v-neck. Like I said earlier, why is he wearing a fruity ass v-neck in this game? I don't understand. It's fruity. You beat Mr. Freeze. He then gets bailed out by his crew, and then you fight him in a giant ass mech suit, but like an absolute Giga Chad, like I am. I took him out very easily.
I'm him.
After you take him out, you unlock the achievement for unlocking Nightwing.
Mr. Freeze, mission complete. Unlock Nightwing. Lego.
There's also these radio towers located throughout Gotham. You need Batgirl to actually access them and utilize them, but once you do hack into them, they scan over the area that you're in and show you where each collectible location is, which is extremely helpful for the cleanup. I recommend that you go through and do this when you unlock Batgirl or when you are going to do the collectible grind. But once you do all these radio towers, you should get the achievement. You're becoming quite a celebrity for discovering 100 open world events.
Yeah, dude, those are fucking discover 100 open world events.
Before starting the next chapter, I also thought it'd be a decent idea to unlock all the fast travel points. Now, I should have done this earlier. In hindsight, it would have been very helpful, but I'm doing it now. I'm lazy. I didn't want to do it earlier. I wanted to beeline the story. I'm sorry.
Cry me a river.
That's how I play games. I beeline the story and then I regret my decision. I did get an achievement for unlocking all the fast travel points as well.
Unlock all fast travel points. Let's go.
Like all other chapters, you finish it off by going back to the bat signal, in which I got an achievement for finishing yet another chapter.
Complete chapter 4.
At the beginning of the chapter, I got 2 achievements. The first was for collecting 1,000,000 studs total.
Collect 1,000,000 studs. Let's go.
Because I'm fucking balling.
I put the new 4Gs on the G.
And another for maintaining a max stud combo of 60 seconds, which
Maintain a max stud combo. Let's go.
I got during this driving thing going on because I was just destroying shit and it was fast paced and I was collecting studs the whole time. The Joker ended up escaping Arkham Asylum, and while you're chasing him down, you're assisted by a mystery character. I'm gonna spoil it. It's Talia al Ghul. What? Fine shit number 1 is back.
Daddy, chill.
She has this cool ability which is useful for some of the Wayne Tech caches later on, but basically you can teleport or like shadow dash or whatever it's called. But throughout the game she is the least used character, probably because you are supposed to be getting collectibles throughout the story and that she just comes on later in the end, but I didn't do that. You chase down the Joker, you throw his ass back in Arkham Asylum, and you unlock the achievement for unlocking Talia.
Tumbly Chase, unlock Talia.
Now, this is one of the coolest parts in the game. After you unlock Talia, you take the Joker back to Arkham Asylum, and it's nearly identical to the intro mission of the Arkham Asylum video game. Then you interrogate him like in the Dark Knight. Is it the Dark Knight? I think it's the Dark Knight. In the Dark Knight movie, the one with Heath Ledger's Joker, and you interrogate him. Yes, except for the fact that I didn't think that when I was given the option of good cop and bad cop, that's right, B-A-T, not B-A-D, not good cop, bad cop, good cop, bat cop, that it was gonna be so literal.
The fuck was that?
And he started speaking fucking bat. I can't whistle.
Are we fucking serious? He actually just spoke in bat instead of beating the fuck out of him. Are we serious that just happened?
Everything goes to shit because the League of Shadows starts attacking while you're interrogating the Joker, and you have to fight a few villains like Deathstroke, Killer Moth, which is pretty cool. But then shit gets even worse when Scarecrow is introduced from coming down this elevator. How these villains got their weapons, I have no idea. It's like they were just keystering swords and katanas. But the Scarecrow had access to his scare guys and his full outfit and already met you at the elevator. So now you're all drugged up and you're Batman and you're tripping sack. During this, I did get the achievement for defeating every single type of villain.
Defeat every type of enemy once. Let's go.
You fight everyone tripping sack. Bane's floating in the sky. You see Ra's al Ghul everywhere, but you're just fighting, which is the coolest fighting sequence in the game. If you haven't gotten the 99 hit combo yet, you should try and get it here because it is the longest fight in the entire game, 100%. You end up finding out that Talia ain't so nice and she was working with Bane the whole time, and then Bane just breaks your back. This isn't without them doing the voice lines from the original movie.
Say the line, say the line, say the line, say the line.
You merely adopted the dog. Say it! It's kind of like a vocal stim for me. I'm not sure why. Oh, and I got an achievement for completing chapter 5.
Complete chapter 5. That was chapter 5? That was it?
You start at the next chapter as Nightwing and Batgirl, and you have to sneak your way through Gotham, which has been completely taken over by Bane and the League of Shadows and all their tanks, and everything's to shit, everything's on fire, everything's blown up. And basically, Talia is trying to finish what her dad started by nuking the fuck out of Gotham. You make your way through Gotham and end up at Wayne Tower, which is where the bomb is. Build a tank, and you blow up other tanks, and then you're confronted by Bane. He ends up rocking your shit. Like, come on, do you really think that Nightwing and Batgirl were gonna take out Bane after he just broke Batman's back? Batman in a new suit pulls up to shut that shit down. You end up in a one-on-one ISO situation with Bane, like Tatum in a post-fade. Bane is actually my favorite villain in the Batman universe. I don't know why, I've always fucked with Bane. The fight was a little bit underwhelming, given that it was one of the last 2 boss fights, just because it felt like you were fighting a brute. You were just fighting a normal brute. I mean, at least with Poison Ivy, she had a dragon. Penguin had his tank, his his duck boat tank. But Bane just juiced up. I mean, you expect him to juice up, but he just juiced up, and it's kind of the same shit, just on crack. But yeah, you defeat Bane. After you pop his mask off, you find out that he's looks maxing. I mean, he's a complete Giga Chad.
Why is he mewing? Yo, he's looks maxing right now, bro. On his deathbed, he's passed out mewing. Look at him. He's chiseled, though.
Absolutely chiseled, which was pretty funny. Oh! And it turns out you're fucking Alfred. You're not even Bruce, who, by the way, is an absolute Duh! You're then Batgirl and Gordon, who at this point is completely aware that his daughter is Batgirl, and your goal is to shut down the nuke. So after a little bit of parkour, you end up doing that. It turns out Batman was waiting at the top the whole time, and while you're trying to shut shit down, Batman, who is actually Bruce this time, and Nightwing are fighting Talia in an absolute juiced up exosuit. I don't know how she got access to that. She must have brought it with her in a suitcase. I don't know how she got through TSA, but after a few phases, you take your little punk ass down, but not without the help of everyone, because it takes the whole Bat family to do so, except for Red Hood. I want Red Hood. But yeah, Bruce, in true male fashion, starts thinking with his dick and tries to pull Talia into the good side, saying that she can reprimand all her changes.
No, she can't. Stop thinking with your dick, Bruce.
Bruce, newsflash, she fucking can't. She tried to nuke the city. What are we doing? And then I got an achievement for finishing the story. A hero can beat anyone.
What a game. Complete story mode. The League of Shadows returns.
Now it's time for the grind. The grind has begun. It's a Lego game, so it's all really collectibles, but there are some miscellaneous trophies.
Yeah, buddy.
So the first thing I did after the story was go back into the levels that I was missing, the Wayne Tech caches, Batcave trophies, or red bricks. In most levels, there are 5 Wayne Tech caches, 5 Batcave trophies, and 1 red brick. And through accessing the Bat computer, you can see which missions that you didn't get these on. So it's really easy to navigate and access. So you go through, get the collectibles. Through this, I got all the red bricks, which some of them are also bought through Batmite, like I said earlier. And I got an achievement for collecting all the red bricks.
Collect all red bricks. Oh, we did it?
During this time, because I was at the Bat computer, I also unlocked the achievement computer privileges for changing the screen on the Bat computer.
Change screensaver on the Bat computer. Nice.
I forget what I changed it to, but I think it made me laugh.
Zesty.
Whatever made me laugh is what I picked. Now we've entered my favorite part, the cleanup and collectibles. This includes 100 outfits, 30 vehicles, 200 Wayne Tech caches, 30 skill bricks, 23 red bricks, which we've already done, hashtag productive, and 121 Riddler / Clue Master challenges, which were fun and awesome, and I loved them so much. There are also some side activities that I had to do, like the Falcone Fortune in the case of Waylon Jones, which I'll get to later. Oh, and AR challenges, which did not tilt me at all.
I'm starting to get mad. I'm not having fun.
Let's start with some of the miscellaneous things that I needed to complete for some achievements. These aren't going to be in order of how I unlocked them, but we're just going to bang them out real quick. First was to purchase all gadget upgrades for a single character, which I did with Batman.
Oh, purchase all gadget upgrades for any single character.
You can get this done a lot sooner with any other character because they have less upgrades to purchase, but I upgraded Batman the most throughout the story. It made more sense to me to just unlock Batman, and if you're going for the 100%, you're gonna get all the upgrades for every character anyways, so it doesn't really matter. Then was 5 gold medals for AR challenges. These consisted of races, combat, and traversal. The races only suck when I sucked, because I would just tend to hit shit, but the traversal challenges were so fucking frustrating. I don't know why some of the checkpoints were where they were, but holy shit, it was fucking annoying. And the grappling just wouldn't cooperate sometimes. It would tilt me. I'm still mad thinking about it now. I got most of my gold medals done from the combat ones, which for me were the easiest. I mean, honestly, just pick your poison. You only need to get gold in 5. I think you do get a Batcave trophy if you get gold in all AR challenges across the game, but I only wanted the achievement, so I just did 5 gold in the combat challenges.
Oh, get 5 gold medals in AR trials. That was the last one. Let's go. Now I don't have to try in those ever again.
If you've ever had the privilege of playing Gotham Knights, there's a challenge that involves doing 100 crimes. So fun and awesome. And I loved it. And I loved that game. And that game was everything that I wanted out of a new age Arkham game. And it was sick. And it was so much fun. And I loved it. And I loved it so much. And it was great. So there are crimes in this game too. And you have to do 30 of them total in order to get the achievement.
Gang, gang. Oh, that was 30 crimes. Let's go. Now I don't have to do any of those.
There's also an achievement for doing each crime type at least 1 time throughout your time in Gotham.
Prevent each type of crime in Gotham once. I'll take a bit of stimulus, some dopamine right now. Could use that actually. It's very nice.
You should get this while going for the 30 crimes in total. It's really not that hard. After you do that, you're pretty much retired as Batman. I mean, you don't have to stop crime anymore. So what the fuck is the point of saving and mugging? Like, you're getting mugged. I can't help you. I already did my 30.
Fuck you, bitch. Shut the fuck up.
Another easy achievement is to glide in 10 different wind tunnels. No, I haven't. Glide in 10 different wind tunnels. I actually did this towards the end of my achievement hunt, but it can be done at any time. The wind tunnels are very easy to spot. They're all throughout the map. Just glide in them whenever you get the chance, and eventually the achievement will pop. I don't think you can do this until after you get all the collectibles done because it requires the gold skill bricks. But there's also an achievement behind unlocking all the skill upgrades, which I also got. Okay, unlock all skill upgrades. You also have to do all the side activities in Gotham. During the story, Sophia Falcone's big ass tracks down Catwoman and hires you to break into a bunch of apartments to steal back the Falcone fortune, aka her family heirlooms. I didn't know Sophia was a big back, okay? The Sophia Falcone that I know is from the show The Penguin, and she is very attractive. That's the Sophia that I knew. I didn't know that she actually is a fucking massive bitch. And she's huge in the comics. I didn't know that. Call me a LARPer. I don't give a fuck. I didn't know.
Who the fuck is that big bitch?
That's Sophia Falcone. She is way more attractive in The Penguin, the show. They do her dirty in this game. She's a big motherfucker. Oh my God. The Falcone fortune is pretty much the same thing over and over again. You break in, you solve a few puzzles, take out a few guys, and then you steal money from a vault, and then you leave. And you do that a couple times, and then you're done with the Falcone fortune. Pretty easy, pretty solid, pretty simple. The Case of Waylon Jones was another linear activity. To be completely frank, I wasn't exactly paying attention during the storyline, but I actually really enjoyed this one, and I'm gonna do my best to break it down. Here's what I got. This dude Waylon is turning into a crocodile and tearing shit up. You keep proving his innocence because it doesn't make sense that this human is doing this crocodile shit because he keeps transforming back and forth. And then he fully evolves into the crocodile, which, if you haven't guessed by now, is Killer Croc. The cops pick up on this and they plan to take him out, but Batman is kind of sympathetic towards Killer Croc in this game, and he really wants to help out Waylon Jones. He wants to make sure that Waylon, you know, gets off scot-free. I have a stage planned fight to beat him out of Gotham and have him flee. I really enjoy this. Killer Croc is another one of my favorite villains. Being able to fight him, even though it's kind of staged and it's not hard and it's just like kind of laid back and it's not that serious, I still enjoyed the whole sequence of events. Then after he dips, you talk to him one last time and you get the achievement, hopefully because he's busy, for completing every side activity in Gotham. Word. Complete every side activity in Gotham. Damn, that was the last one. Collectible time! Woo! The first we'll cover is the Batcave trophies because they're genuinely the easiest to get in the game. There's 10 in each district, and all you have to do is find and destroy them. They're marked by a little trophy on the map. Boom, easy peasy. You get all 10 in every district, and the achievement pops. Collect all Batcave trophies. Let's go. Then there's the Wayne Tech caches. Some of them have puzzles that you had to solve. Some of them didn't. Each cache also gives you a chip, which you can use to upgrade your characters throughout the game. So these are actually extremely useful when you want to do your character upgrades. But at the end of it, after getting all 200, you get the achievement and you have a name to maintain for opening every Wayne Tech cache. Get in. Open every Wayne Tech cache. Let's go. Another achievement. Now the dopamine's starting to hit. Next was my favorite collectible, the Cluemaster and Riddler puzzles. So the achievement is to actually complete every puzzle room, but in order to do so, you need to do all the challenges that are associated with the Riddler and the Cluemaster. There are 15 puzzle rooms. These challenges were a pain in the dick.
Whoa, calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the knife.
It got to a point where on some of the challenges, I would just guess and check and not even try to figure out what it could be. I would just do the scroll wheel thingy, pause it. If the light showed, then I was good and I moved on. If it didn't show, then I was back to it. And I would just do that instead of trying to solve them because I'm a dumbass. Just fucking guessing. I don't even care. I don't care at all. I'm just glad that that worked out. Yeah.
It's pretty difficult to put into words how disgusted I am, how depressed I am.
The puzzle rooms were the same thing. I only struggled because my brain was fried. At the end of these, I really wanted to beat the shit out of the Cluemaster and the Riddler. I really hope at the end of these Riddler challenges, I get to fucking, oh my god, absolutely decimate him. He's been pissing me. Him and the Cluemaster have been pissing me off the whole fucking time. If I can't just absolutely pop them when this is all over, oh my god, I'm gonna be so mad. All I want to do. And unfortunately, you don't fight them. I wish you did. I really do. but you don't. I was, however, able to launch a robot into their kneecaps and watch a mirror fall onto them. So that'll have to do for now.
Get him. Get him. It missed.
You know what? That works. You also get the original Lego Batman video game outfit from completing all these challenges. So does that make it genuinely completely worth it? Absolutely it does. Yes. I put that shit on immediately and didn't take it off. And you get an achievement, too many questions for completing every puzzle room.
Complete every puzzle room.
The next 2 achievements were for unlocking every costume and every vehicle. By this point, you should have more than enough studs to buy the outfits and the vehicles. You can buy suits from Batmite, which I love. Like, genuinely, I'm actually not being sarcastic. I'm usually being sarcastic. I love buying shit.
Buy something. Obviously, we're buying the suit. Fuck. Another one? Another one? Another one?
I got 2 achievements, 1 for each. I'm not wearing hockey pads for unlocking all suits.
Thank you. Unlock all suits.
And want to know how I got these cars from unlocking all vehicles.
Unlock all vehicles. Collect all collectibles. Completion at 100%.
You also get an achievement for unlocking all collectibles. You also get another suit for this secret mission after you reach 100%. So there are actually 101 suits total, but everyone throws you a party at the secret mission. It's nothing crazy, but hey, everyone gets lit. The bat symbols. There are a total of 50 scattered throughout the map, and I think that there are Batcave trophies or Batcave display items that you get for completing all 50. Me personally, the achievement was only for getting 25. So I got 25. I followed a guide, got to 25, and left it at that. Call me a bitch. What are you gonna do about it? I got the achievement. The idea was to be a symbol for collecting all 25 bat symbols.
The idea was to be a symbol, collect 25 bat symbols.
The last achievement I needed was to roll the camera over 20 degrees in photo mode. Now I wanted to do this in a nice scenic way, but the achievement ended up popping before I actually got the picture that I wanted. Totally okay, because I did it. Like, I rotated the camera, but I didn't know how to work the system. Anyways, the achievement popped collecting evidence for rolling the camera over 20 degrees in photo mode. One of the easiest, probably if not the easiest achievement in the game. I saved for last because, you know, you want a nice little sprinkle of relief when you finish the game. And with that, I got the achievement, I am Batman, for collecting all achievements. I am Batman. Fucking go. Hold up, we should take this picture though. And then I got my picture, which was tough as fuck.
And the 100% is over.
Now I got my blue ribbon on my account for the 100%, and that's the achievement hunt completed. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.